Good morning, HHS, and welcome to the 2020-21 school year. We'd like to be the first to welcome you to the start of our year. First, we'll do some introductions. I'm Mr. Rollinger, and I'm the principal of Harrisburg High School.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Bass, and I am one of the assistant principals working with 10th through 12th grade students.
Good morning, greetings. My name is Brad Seamer. I am the assistant principal down in the Freshman Academy.
We wanted to make a short video for you this morning to talk about some of the things that will be a little bit different here at HHS due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're going to take about 5 minutes here, just talk about some of the things that will be a little different for you, and you'll have an opportunity to talk a little bit more about this in your TAPs this afternoon. Thanks and welcome. Once again, welcome Tigers. We're excited to get this school year started, and we're especially excited to have you back in our building. In order to keep our school open as much as possible, we do have a lot of protocols that we put into place, and we're going to ask for your help in following these protocols. One of the first things that we are not going to be able to do is have large group gatherings. That would include big meetings with all of you. So this year we will not be able to have a meeting where you guys all get to see teachers. So to replace this, there is a link on Schoology for all teachers. They've made a little bit of a slide for you to take a look at. So once you know who your teachers are, please visit that Schoology page and get to know who your teachers are. Some of the precautions that I want to go over are things that we're going to ask you to follow during the whole school year. The very first one is going to be wearing masks. As you saw at the beginning of our video, we are going to ask all staff and students to have masks with them every day. We would like you to wear them as much as you possibly can, but we do understand there will be some times where you won't be able to wear them. We do have masks available in the office if you need one, but just understand that we will be asking you to wear a mask anytime you are within 6 feet of another student or staff member. Again, there are lots of different feelings about masks, how well they work. We don't want to talk about that, but what we want to think of is be willing to wear a mask in order to protect our fellow classmates and teachers, and also for their family members. When you are in close contact, which we consider 6 feet, we are going to ask you to wear a mask at all times. When you are by yourself or further away than 6 feet from people, you are free to take the mask off. The next thing would be follow social distancing. Try to avoid the large groupings whenever you can. Not in the parking lot, not in the hallways, not in the commons areas. Whenever you can, distance yourself from other people. Our hallways during passing times will be a very busy time. We would like you to wear your mask at all passing times, and we would like to stick to the right side of all stairways and our hallways. This will help traffic flow better and keep you away from the same person for a long period of time. The last protocol that I would like to discuss the opening and closing of the building. Our school hours have not changed. Our doors will, however, not open until 7:30 in the morning. So keep that into consideration when you're coming for your first days of school and for the remainder of the year. You will not be able to get into the building until 7:30. Classes start at 8, end at 2:58, and the building will then close at 3:30. If you have an activity or a sport, your coach or advisors will help you if you have to get in early or obviously stay after 3:30 for practices. But all students who are not in a group or activity will be asked to leave at 3:30. Again, we've put all these protocols that myself and Mrs. Bass and Mr. Seamer have been talking about in place to keep you safe, your family safe, and keep our building open as much as possible. We are asking for your help to follow these protocols. Thinking of others before we think of ourselves is part of the Tiger Way. Again, we welcome all of you back to HHS, and we look forward to this school year, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Mr. Rollinger. I'm going to transition and talk now about how we plan to use Zoom this school year. For those of you that are joining us via distance learning at home for the entire semester, you will join each of your classes daily on Zoom. You'll check in 6 to 7 times, depending on how many classes you take, with each of your teachers at the beginning of class every day. We anticipate that there will also be times where our on-campus students need to isolate or quarantine for a period of time, and will also be asked to use Zoom. As long as you attend your Zoom classes, you will not be marked absent. I also want to walk through some changes regarding lunch. We encourage you to distance yourselves as much as possible during lunch, but we understand that this is going to be difficult. Mr. Steamer will address open lunch and open zones in a moment. We're going to offer grab-and-go sack lunches this year, similar to what we had at the kiosks down in the G-Wing last year. You're welcome to take your sack lunch to the G-Wing Commons or upstairs to the Perch. If you decide to take a tray with a hot meal option, you need to stay in the Commons and eat so you can properly clean your tray. We're also asking groups of students to wipe down their own tables at the end of each lunch. We will have cleaning supplies available to you, similar to your time when you were in middle school. Take turns amongst your lunch table cleaning and wiping down the tables yourselves. We appreciate your help in trying to maintain a clean and safe environment for all of our students during the lunch hours. Brain break on I and G block days will also look different this year. We still want to give you this time to decompress and socialize with your friends, but depending on our level, we won't be able to share equipment like basketballs and volleyballs. I know, we're sorry. But we will pull out the bleachers and give you a chance to socialize while maintaining social distancing. Water fountains will remain turned off, but water bottle filling stations are on, and we encourage each of our students to bring their own water bottles to fill.
Hey students, a couple reminders about hats. Hats cannot be worn during the school day. There's a number of reasons why, but the main reason is for safety. If we're going to have students wearing masks a lot, we need to be able to identify you, and that would be really hard to do if you have a mask and a hat on with a low bill. So please, when you walk into the main doors, get to your lockers or put them in your bag. No stocking caps, no ball caps. If it's for religious purposes, you are allowed to wear headwear, but otherwise there are no hats in the buildings for this upcoming school year. For zones, please know that juniors and seniors start the year with open campus during zones, and we're doing this because of COVID. We're trying to keep students out of the building and kind of spread you guys out as much as we can. So for students, for juniors and seniors, when you have zone open campus for zone, we're going to ask that you leave the building and leave campus. If you cannot leave the building during your zone time, if you ride a bus or ride with somebody else, we ask that you let us know that, and we will assign you to a zone. We can't have you guys walk around the hallways and just kind of hanging out wherever. So for open campus means you need to leave campus. If you're unable to do that, then just let us know. Now, juniors and seniors, if you are starting to struggle, get behind in grades, we will assign you to a zone so you can get the help that you need. Okay? For freshmen and sophomore, you will be assigned zones. For CL students, you will be choosing the zones through your flex schedule. Seniors will still have open lunch, but they are the only ones. Everybody else, juniors down, will be on campus for lunch. So please understand that. Same thing for seniors. When you leave for open campus lunch, you have to leave the campus. Seniors, you only need to check in with TAP when you are told to. So we will announce at senior day that you need to go to TAP. Please do so. School store. This is a big change from last year. Students can only go to the school store during zone time, one at a time. Again, this is for COVID. You cannot go to the school store during a class time for math, science, or social studies. Only go during zone time. Freshmen, your store privileges will start midterm, and you have to have good attendance and good grades. And again, only during zone time. Reminder for parking, freshmen who can drive can park on the north side of the building by the freshman entrance. Everybody else, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, please park in the main parking lot of the school. Please do not park at Leap High unless you are a Leap High student. Please do not park in the teacher parking lot, which is located on the west side of the school between Leap High and the G doors. That's for staff. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to our video. We appreciate it. And we appreciate your help in maintaining social distancing and keeping a safe environment for all of our students at Harrisburg this year. If you have any questions, stop by any one of our offices or email us. We'd be happy to answer your questions. Thanks, Tigers. Have a great year.